Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video, and today I'll be killing 125 King Black Dragons. Why 125? I don't really know. Between 100 and 150, we'll just say that. I did the majority of the kills with my brother, but of course I've only counted the loots that went to me. And there is a surprise, or a couple of surprises coming up for you in this video. You can probably already guess which loot I might have got. And yes, but yeah, you'll have to wait and see for that. As for the King Black Dragon itself, you just see a few clips now of me killing it and some of the loots that I got, just the generic things you can get. It's a boss you can find in Deep Wilderness, level 276. Not that strong, to be honest, for its level. Hits you quite frequently, does do damage quite frequently too, but on your own, well, Mikey's not great here because I don't really like risking stuff in the wilderness, but I can usually get 5 to 6 kills a trip on my own, and then obviously when I'm doing it with my brother, we were getting a lot more than that. And yeah, you can kill it quite quickly too, so if you did this in a team, like, you know, you probably see people streaming, and sometimes they do team bosses and you've got like 20-50 people around it and you kill it within about 10 seconds. It's one of those bosses where, yeah, you can do that. The drops itself, the standard drops, some of them are pretty good, like the U-Logs drop, very impressive, and especially for Iron Men. But the standard drops are pretty good too. Black Dragon Hides 2 and Dragon Bones every kill, so essentially I think about nearly 10k just 10k guaranteed every kill just from that. A little bit of a backstory. KBD is probably I think one of the first bosses I think I ever killed on old school. I did it when I was like 67 ranged, and I made it really difficult, but I didn't sort of realise how quite simple it is. As long as you concentrate and don't let your health get below 10, you don't really risk dying. I guess the only other risk is it is in Deep Wilderness, so while you're getting there you might get killed by someone, but if you just use a Gorok teleport, it takes you to the portal just above the Chaos Fanatic, and if you just run east or southeast and from there, it takes like 10 seconds, and to find the world's quite easy too. You just use the lever which is outside of the room and check if there's anybody there. If there is, you can just go outside and hop worlds, or you can go in, wait for the dragon to die and then hop worlds using that. But it wasn't that busy, to be honest. We never really had any trouble finding a world, although we probably didn't really kill it at peak time, but all the same, it was quite easy. I've done Giant Mole, Crazy Archaeologist as well on this channel. I'm thinking of maybe trying to do Zola at some point. I still haven't actually learned how to do it, but yeah, more bossing is probably something I need to do, but I've never really been much of a PVMer in the game. Always enjoyed those bits where you sort of grind out the stuff a bit more. Always some bossing kind of sometimes a bit of a waste of time, as it like takes ages, and sometimes you just, like, especially in the wilderness, like you get killed so often. I tried some of those bosses but just kept getting killed by PKs, and it doesn't help that I'm pretty much useless at defending myself. But yeah, anyway, KBD is not really like that, because KBD is perfectly safe once you get there to kill, and yeah, as I've said, there's no real danger of dying from any of the attacks as long as you've got anti-fires, antidotes, and then like range potions and even restores if you want. And yeah, you can do about 5 or 6 kills a trip on your own and then simply teleport out and just go again. So it's pretty good just for sort of general money making, I'd say, just because of the fact. Oh, thanks for interrupting me there. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, just general money making. Like, you can kind of get quite a few kills an hour and then just rack up money from those hides and those bones. Overall, you'll see that they make up quite a bit in the final loot. But yeah, that's going to come up, and yeah, little dragon med helm there, and I did get a couple of other things. And yes, this next one, this was the moment. Yes, I got the pet then. Yeah, I was extremely shocked when it happened. Didn't have my mic on, but did manage to get it recorded. That was the main thing. Also got a couple of pairs of KVD heads in there as well. The main way I tracked the loot was with the OS Buddy tracker. It's pretty helpful, tracks every kill you get, so I didn't need to record every kill, but I just recorded some of those other ones so you could just see the general loot from KBD. And then there you go, like, that's 1 mil already just from the bones and the hides. That's why it's kind of such a good sort of standard boss to do, and because of the low levels you can sort of kill it with, it makes it pretty profitable if you're just out there looking for a bit of money. and some of the other loot's getting quite basic. The dart tips that I'm about to add, they were worth quite a bit. I was quite surprised about that, but then I remember the toxic blowpipe, and you can use them for that. And just adding the rest of it, the rest isn't tradable. About 2.2 mil would be our profit according to this guide price. So yeah, not going to sell it. We'll be able to use some of the stuff, but there it is then, guys. That is 125 King Black Dragons. We got the pet as well, so we're happy, let's just say. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. Hope everything's going well where you are, and I will see you in the next video.